Happy friends, welcome to For the Love of Homemade Kits round 2. So this round, Felicia is going to be joining us, and I'll have her link below as well as Megan's. And we are switching up the kit just a little bit from last time, so I'll make sure I have the link below to my new kit blog post, which I shared last week on my blog, that just shares what is in my kit. And I have already cut out those numbers in that memento paper. I thought it would be perfect for a fun layout, and some of them are on pop dots. And so now I'm just layering some papers down at the top and the bottom in that empty space so that I have some layers, because with all the numbers on the page, it really does take up most of the page. But you're going to see how I just make this super fun. And this layout really is all about the story. So I really this year have been leaning a lot towards telling stories that I really want to get told. And I mean, I do love having a picture that has no story, and I've been taking tons of photos. So I do like that, but it is fun when you have a story or a picture and a story comes to mind and you just really can tell it perfectly. So yeah. So there's not really going to be an awful lot on this layout, which is why it is a little shorter. Actually, it probably would have been shorter, except for I was scrap chatting with Megan while I was doing this, and so you will see that that does make me fool around a little bit with different things that maybe I want to have. So it was quite interesting. I usually don't tape when I do stuff like FaceTiming or Googling or Google Hangouts with people, because it's just harder. So I'm trying to find a place to put that second photo because I really want the two photos together. I could have just had that black and white photo of the pot and my daughter's head. And so you'll see I get this one down, and then I realize that I don't remember exactly where I had the other one, probably because I was talking. And so I just kind of fool around with it a little bit. But I do like having the two sizes. The story is about that regatta pie, and the picture really is just a fun picture that I took of this year while we were making it for Easter. So every year I make this regatta pie for Easter, and it started out with my mom making it with me as a child too. So I believe that she started doing it when she moved out of her house, like where she grew up, one of the houses that she grew up in. They made that, and they were Italian, and so she learned how to make this pie. And so when she got married, she started making this. And so I grew up like every year we made this regatta pie along with meat pie too, but I don't make the meat pie because that's not my favorite. But the regatta pie is, even though meat pie reminds me of the holiday of Easter. So really, I'm just trying to put some clusters right now together because I'm going to tell the story. And I'm going to just journal all along the numbers, because the numbers really signify the years passing. So this layout really is like very enriched in this story, because it, like, the numbers really, I wanted to signify that each year is passing. So it doesn't really, the numbers really don't mean anything except for that every year this pie is made for Easter. So it started off with my mom. I helped my mom. I used to get my hands all in the pot to help. I used to have to stir, and my hand would be like all dead, dying and dead, and that was my job, to stir. And so now Kaden is having an interest in cooking and wanting to help out, and so this year was her first year stirring the pot. of the Italian cream that is made in this pie. So every year I make this pie. I'm sure I'll have many more photos of this, but this year in particular, because I really am focusing on really trying to get stories down like these that happen every year, or things that I know are important just to my family's story in general. So I really want to get this down. And it's just really fun to see my daughter be interested in something that I helped out every year. And I really did enjoy it. I probably wouldn't have stirred the pot every year if I didn't enjoy it just a little bit, right? Even though for 20 minutes as you're stirring Italian pudding is not the funnest thing ever. But, you know, it's just a fun memory to have as a child. So I'm going to be using these, they're kind of transparent and I really like it, and I'm spelling happy over top of that heart. And that heart is one of the die cuts that I have some die cuts that I printed off that I bought from Claudia here on YouTube. So she has started designing some of her own stuff and she sells it on Etsy, and it's a digital, so you have to print it out. And I printed out some of the embellishments and I haven't really used them much, though they're adorable, probably because I have to fussy cut them out because I haven't figured out how to use my silhouette to cut it on its own. I know I need to get the Picscan map, but that's besides the point. Anyway, but so I'm trying to see if I want to put enamel dots because this is near the end of what I'm showing. And then I decided I don't want to overcrowd it. I used some of the Amy Tan stamps that she designed for Sakura Lala. I'll make sure I have that linked below. And then I'm just going to outline this, and I'll show the pictures of the close-ups with the full title. I forgot to do that. I wanted to do more on the title, and then I realized that because I wasn't thinking, and I finished it up that night, that I wanted to use the actual thickers from our kit. So I used different ones. I had forgotten that I had wanted to do that, but that's okay because I liked the white. It reminded me of the Italian cream, so of the pie. And so here are all these close-ups. I did use some mist that matched the colors that I used, or that were in the numbers. And here is layout. Don't forget to go check out Megan and Felicia's layouts. I'll have theirs linked below so you can see them, and have a great week. Bye guys.